And hello again, YouTube. This time I'm here to bring you a full game, no cuts. And to be honest, after the editing I did on the last one, I'm thankful for it. Which is once again a proof that you should never surrender. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, this game stands proof that you should never surrender. No matter how bad the connection is, how fed the enemy team is. And at least for now, I'll be trying to catch most of the moments. Here, as you can see, I'm being ganked by Lee. Thankfully my Malphite anticipated this problem. Also, some of you may recognize the Malphite, the bot lane, as players which are in my team, good friends of mine. They have also appeared in the Z videos I did before, in Days of Hell, in ELO HELL Part 3. And at the moment the score is 0-0, but they are taking a slight advantage in gold. At the moment I'm trying my best to keep Jace away from farming, which almost works. Also, you'll notice that I'm trying to push my lane to make sure Lee will want to come to gank me, as Shen can easily escape the ganks. However, the gank mid is a fail, and Lee, as expected, comes here, even wastes a flash, just trying to catch me. And as you can see, I'm practically chasing both of them down, simply because I can. Shen is forced to retreat, losing quite a lot of farm, so he decides to stay here and grab some of Jace's, which is perfect for me. One of the ways to deny the top lane some farm and XP is to force the jungle to stay here. Most junglers will not do this, at least not the good ones, but there's always some oddballs here and there. And we turn to this gank bot. Which grants us first blood, I believe. I'll have to check that. This isn't exactly as it should be. Oh well. As you can see, I'm pretty low because Jace is going Rambo. And he forgets that I'm a Shen. Unfortunately, the Ignite does get me at the last second. But taking down the Jace when I was at that HP and forcing him to flash and use his Ignite, I'd say that's a pretty fair trade on my part. But he's doing a fine job of freezing the lane, more or less. I must comment at least a little bit on the performance of this Katarina. Not one of my friends, and certainly not about to be. Especially after she's been doing stuff like this. I tried my best to save her, you've seen the ultimate, but who can save you from that? I do take 1 minion before going back top, so it's not a total loss. But has been ganked by Tindamere. But I believe this will end. Oh no. They'll get the double. Malphite does the mistake of going back. I forgot to tell him on Skype that I was incoming. That guy does fall to us eventually. As you can see, I had to tank the tower. And Jace couldn't have wished for more. He was going to go on my tower all berserk mode and take it down in record time. As you can see, Katarina, no regards for jungle or anything else, as usual. Jay is still on my tower, bringing it to half of its health bar. Also, I should really counter what this Katarina is trying to make, as to be honest, I don't think the exhaust at the very least is a good spell for a Katarina. I personally prefer teleport to use in combination with the wards here, or ganks. As you can see, here is Jace kicking my ass in record time. Also, if we just stay there, I would have actually gotten him. But a mistake is a mistake, and I failed. I'll have to roll this back a bit, as I... See that? Please excuse me, this I have to see a bit better. So, here's Lee, they caught him and he flashed. Did that hit him? Riot, I think you have a problem. Of course, I'm not complaining since it's my team. But really, you should fix that. I'm pretty sure it only scratched the air around him. Varys is caught again. And the action appears to be carrying out a Dragon for now. I'm barely back from base. Leaving the base right now. For now the score is still pretty much tied up, 6-6. It will get a lot better for them mid-game and a bit at the start of the late game. We'll even have a few surrender votes if I remember correctly. Mostly initiated by the Katarina. Not to mention she kept telling us we can't win. But never surrender. It is the moral of this video. And it is exactly what we did. We did not surrender. We did our best. And in the end we won. As you can see, Jace is literally kicking my ass in record time. So I asked for Malphite to come here and give a hand. Or a rock. We do however see Lee here, and yes, I know I called him Shen before, my mistake, I am Shen. My flash barely gets me out of the way, and I use my ultimate to save Malphite, so he can fight another tower for what's about to come. And now we managed to get the clutch double kill. Katarina was coming. Oh, and we also have a gang from Pandarelu. And yes, they get our as. So yeah, pretty much a double kill for Pandarelu and 2 kills for us top. I'll leave this scoreboard a bit off a bit. Easier to follow the game. And as you can see, the score is still 8-8. But they are definitely getting an advantage in towers. We do tell Malphite to back off as Tindammer probably has his ultimate. And you can see here that it's active, ready and not on cooldown. Lee stealing the mid as usual, which is a good thing. If that brand had actually had some real farm, would have been in big trouble. He already has quite a lot of farm, as you can see. Barely is keeping up 4 minions above him, and Jay's having almost free farm top, as I can no longer stop him. Katarina completely ignoring the fight here. Just farming the minions. It seems Cinda is set up for a gank. But I really don't know who's ganking who here. Katarina stole the kill, and I think they do escape from here alive. Oh yeah, I told my team that Jace was coming. I didn't tell Katarina. We were on Skype. That I'll admit, it was my mistake entirely. But then again, I get to farm a bit, so considering how much he... Oh yeah, she got a kill, so it was reset. As some of you may know, getting a kill will reset your death score. So you will give the normal amount of gold if you die again. If you die too many times and don't get any kills, you won't give that much money to the enemy. I will attempt to save this tower and succeed. And as you can see, the items I have gotten from the farm top are starting to help. I did the mistake of initiating before my team was ready, or telling them that I will. That was a good job, but if the team isn't ready, it's not worth it. And now, I'm using the ultimate to defend my Ez. I do manage to get Tinda, but Jace makes sure I don't get out alive. And this team fight ended in a 0, ended in a 0 for 3. Not a good score. As you can see, the difference is starting to form, and it will only get worse later. Ez does have the blue buff, so he can defend for a while. This is making his way. And yes, he will, as will not be able to get anyone. They will get him on the other hand. I do make an effort to save the tower for as long as possible to make sure the difference doesn't increase any further. But as you can see, their poking abilities are simply too much for us. At least at this point in game. And we're entering the second half. We've entered it a few minutes ago actually, of the game. This game lasts about 30 minutes on normal rate. I'll have to say thanks to Lee for kicking me out, because I would have almost surely died. Again, the difference increases 18 to 10. I do flash out, but I make the mistake of not activating the shield, and I'm bursted by Varus's Q. Varus gets overconfident, which grants a lot of money to please excuse me for a second. I think I've just made the discovery. I think... Oh, it can be. I think this guy is the one we played just before this game and made us lose it, the Varus. I don't think he played the... Or did he play a Varus? I'm pretty sure we played with him. I recognize the name. And we lost because of him. And now he's playing great. The last game he played him does for every single thing that happened. I think he even AFK'd a few minutes. And now we see him on the enemy actually playing good. Well, the part with Ezreal wasn't that good. But I'll be damned. I'll have to check this later. In fact, you know what? I'll pause this a bit. And I'll... Okay, my mistake. He's not the one me and my team have played with, but another one. I still did play with him and he did do a horrible job. But now he's actually playing good for the enemy. A bit overconfident if anything else. Here Alistar stumbles upon Varus and Lee trying to make the take the dragon, but it's unsuccessful. Ez manages to burst down Varus thanks to red buff. Jace just triple killed us, Katarina watching from the sidelines. She was there, right here, but didn't do anything. He is executed. At least he's wonder what his HP was after that. Pretty close. Also, as you can see, the difference in kills is almost double, and they outdo us in gold by 10k gold. I do manage to grab him with a teleport from a ward. Sorry for talking so much, but as you can see, teleport and I see him running up here. But I'll bet whatever you want that he did not expect a Shen to teleport just to get a kill. And also, this marks the point where we make our comeback. Basically because I'm getting some items, for one thing. Flowers is still a pain in the ass with all that damage. I do tell them to go that way. And we managed to get him. As you can see, the enemy still has all of their towers. Mid is almost untouched, top as well. Top is my fault, I admit it. But I simply could not push there with Jace and Lee camping. Katarina going Rambo as if she can do something useful. I do manage to get Brand. And this is the start of what I call the Shen spree. Yes, I know I should have let Ezreal get the kills, but it would have been a lot better. It doesn't. Here I do get both of them off. And this is the first team fight in which we almost get all of them. We did get all of them, but Brighton spawned it in the meantime, so no ace for us. And this is the point which I believe the game has started to shift in our favor. Even a little bit, because even though we were pretty out-farmed and outdone, you can always kill someone who has a lot of kills and who has been doing well and get the kill spree bonus, which really is quite a lot. And here Brand overextends and we end up killing him and giving the kill to us, no less. And also taking the first turret, which greatly helps. One tower is about, if I'm not wrong, the same as one dragon for the whole team. Doesn't matter who gets it or if the minion gets it. You should just get it and take the goal. We are aware of the danger that they might be doing Baron. I do try to force and initiate from them so that I can get them without much trouble, but I'm unsuccessful. So as you can see, that Varus is very annoying for all of us, especially me and Alistar. And now it's the time where me and Malphite do the mistake of going in solo what they killed Lee. I do try to save him. For some reason I believe Katarina came here just so that the bounce can go from her to me. We do manage to get the ace, the first ace. And by now, although we still cannot see it, but we do, at least my team and I, know that the game is almost in our pocket. While we cannot see the scores, we can make estimates. As I said in the Z days in Hell, both me and my team are, I won't say pro players, but we're decently good. We have our bad moments and extremely good ones. but we are at the very least decent players. I don't really know what Katarina is doing here, to be honest. Considering she just sports now with no hell, no nothing. I will continue to farm and push the tower. I don't risk staying too long. Then I see the dragon and I think, hey, it's gonna be okay. Bran comes, and I'll have you notice my HP. 3700. Which means I can pretty much let him use all of his mana and there's a good chance I will not die. And kill him with auto attacks. And that health only grows bigger. They are searching for Jace, they know he was there at some point. And here I'm very thankful for all of my team coming at the right time, because that Tindamere is eating me alive. And as I'll have you notice, if they had started the Baron right now, they may have actually won it, because the boost from Baron is a very strong one, not to mention the regeneration. I believe I've also said in the Z tutorial, but it's worth almost 2000 in gold as items with the same stats. I do a wall through taunt to get them to back away a little bit, because it's very unpleasant to have someone taking out your tower like that. I don't try to chase, not unless my team is coming with me, especially because Jace is doing split pushes and we try to pick him up. And as you will see, I'm coming from the back. Exactly because I want to do this. I'm making sure they don't move until they're dead. This gives us the double kill for S, and leaves us chasing the other guys. Jace makes the mistake of using the gate too soon. It doesn't affect the outcome though, they do manage to escape. However, we are starting the Baron, whether they like it or not, for a very simple reason. Can they stop us? No. Also, please pay attention to the goal count, because you'll see something very interesting. Although they still have 3 kills on us and 2 towers. The difference was almost immediately cancelled, and we have a 4 dying, which makes the difference even smaller. Tinda is also cut off. I do manage to get an assist. I don't know from where though, because I do not think the shout-on hit him. And here I'm doing the simple job of tanking the tower, not giving a damn, considering my HP is at 4000. We do go back to take the first tower on the lane, and come back to push this one. As you can see, the kill count has been become equal once again, and they do surrender here when the enemy does realize they are losing it pretty bad in the late and they can't hope to do something else. Well, I hope you will enjoy this proof that this game, which has led from almost sure defeat to miraculous victory. And I do hope that this will teach you to never surrender, to try your best, as much as possible help your allies, not necessarily blame them for stealing kills or something of the like. Even if you do get only assist, you get about 16 or 17% of the gold, which is more than half. So it's not really that a big a problem. What matters is to get a guy killed, the enemy preferably. And now then, I guess I'll see you all later.